Hey again everybody. Today we're finally going to do our review on the Chuwi iLife V7s. Now I've had this guy for about 9 months now. I feel like I've definitely given it a fair runabout. We are two long-haired owners. We also own a little puppy who makes endless confetti on the floor for us, so it's always a challenge. And we do run it almost daily, I'd say, sometimes twice a day. Now this is the V7s. There are plenty of other varieties made by the iLife brand. I did a fair bit of research, basically narrowed it down to two that I was going to look at. The V7s, because it was very good for hard floors. It has a little twirly brush here, which is great for hard floors. It actually sweeps that way, sweeps and drags things into the little mouth there. It's got the carpet brush, so it really loves carpet, does carpet really nicely as well, and it has the wet mopping ability. So that's the reason why we went with this one here, as opposed to any of the other options. Now, a buddy of mine, after seeing this in action, he decided he wanted one as well. However, his household has a lot more hard floors, has very little to no carpet, and they weren't going to be using the mopping function at all. So for them, they went A4. Now the A4 has two brushes and really focuses on carpet as well. It's great for carpet, but it's amazing for hard floors. Now that one's superb for hard floors. This is basically the all-rounder, as far as I can tell. It does mopping, does carpet, does hard floors, does everything you kind of need it to. So I have had a chance to test out all the features that it has to provide. It provides standard cleaning options, so you basically press clean, let it just do its own thing. So it has edge cleaning function, which is really helpful. I usually run that sort of midway through. I let it do its own thing for a while, get the bulk of the mess out of a room. Then I'll hit the edge cleaning function, let it clean around the edges where it might have knocked little bits and pieces, and once it's done the edge, it automatically itself kicks back to regular cleaning mode. So it's very effective if you use that method. You can schedule it, which I've never used. We have tested it to make sure it works. It does work, but it's just nothing that works for our lifestyle because we're in and out of the house. So basically when it works to let her clean, I basically hit clean and do my best not to watch and be entertained. But that's one thing I will warn. Once you own one of these guys, you're going to spend so much time watching it, you basically could have cleaned the floor. Another great function of this guy is it has spot clean. So this is especially helpful for carpet. If there's a particular part of carpet that's collected a lot of dust or a lot of hair or whatever the case may be, hit spot clean and it basically just sits there. It does really slow and really intense circles and really cleans that area. The good functions about this, as far as I'm concerned, are the hard floors and carpets. The carpets probably more than anything really impress me. You can effectively make sure the cables are out of the way, close the door to a carpeted room, leave it for 20 minutes and come back and the carpet feels like it's been dry cleaned. It feels amazing. It's all that, that really nice and fluffy new carpet feel. So that really impressed me. The hard floor ability, fantastic. It's nowhere near as quick as doing it yourself, obviously. We work room by room, so we'll put it in one room, clear everything out of the way, all the cables, close the door, forget about it for 10-15 minutes. Come back, move it into the next room, same thing. So that's our method and it works really well. Certain houses, more open plan houses, you could probably get away with just click and go and walking away. But us personally, we've got an older house, lots of smaller rooms and little corridors and stuff like that, so we like to keep it contained. The ledge feature, again, works amazingly well. You don't have to worry at all about it approaching stairs or edges and just tumbling straight off. The first few times it approaches edges, your heart skips a beat a little bit because it gets really close and at great speed and then just comes to a halt, reverses and goes the other direction. So that works really well. Probably the one thing that we don't use much is the wet mopping feature. Because we've got a dog, the floors need more than just a light brush up. For tiles, polished boards, polished concrete, that kind of thing, if you're just going to do it, running it daily is the best. Look, running it daily is definitely the best case to go. So it's never working hard, there's never big messes, and your house is always clean. One thing I did do, however, was when the floor was terrible, was I took a mop and bucket, went over the whole floor to get it sort of to a clean point, and then let this finish the job, and it came out beautifully and shiny and buff. So that's where the mopping function comes in. I wouldn't get this thinking that once you own this, you're never going to pick up a mop and bucket again. It hasn't been the case for me. You do have to empty the dust bucket, which is extremely easy. It's a case of popping this guy open, lifting, unclip, empty, and back it goes. Not an issue at all. However, there is a little bit more maintenance required, and that is every so often, especially if you've got long hair like myself and my partner and my dog, your little cleaning brushes here, this small wheel, and the carpet brush all can tend to get a little bit clogged up with hair and everything. Again, I've worked out several really easy methods of fixing it. Those are in other videos that I'll attach links to below. Really not hard work, but it is something that you need to do probably once a week. In our condition, I try to do it sort of once a week, and running it daily, that's fine, that's enough. But again, 9 months running daily, look for the 220, I think, Australian dollars that this ended out landing at my doorstep at. It's paid for itself. If you were to pay somebody else to vacuum your floors, it's saved that money, it's made that money already. So again, can't recommend it enough. Based on the things I've said, if you're buying it as a pure mopping device, do not. If you're buying it more with vacuuming in mind, light floor buff and carpet maintenance in mind, absolutely, absolutely awesome piece of equipment. Now, I bought mine from GearBest. Amazon also do stock them, as do eBay. Now, I've found Amazon can be a little bit more expensive for us Aussies. Purely depends on where you guys are. I've attached links on where to get this, as well as the A4, which I believe is the other superior model out of the range. Links to both of those, either from GearBest or Amazon, so you can check those out down below. In the meantime, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope that helps. If you do own one of these and you're having issues with it, feel free to check my other videos. Otherwise, send me a message and hopefully we'll get it worked out, because I believe my experience goes, any issue that I've had, I've been able to sort out pretty quickly and easily. So hopefully it's going to be the same for everybody else out there. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Tune in for more reviews and more sort of 3D printing projects, do bits of everything. So feel free to tune in and we'll see you on the next video. Until then, thanks again and happy lazy vacuuming, my friends. Bye.